Hello and welcome to another My Stamp Lady video. Today I'm going to show you on the My Digital Studio about adding a title and a torn edge background. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the background. I made my base, and oh my gosh, it looks just like the program, but it is Sahara sand, and oops, went to the wrong spot. There we go. I'm going to add a punch, add the square punch, close. And let's see, I want my background to go about from here, so I'm just going to take it, run it all the way across. It's a good idea to, excuse me, overhang your blocks and papers and stuff over the page, because then when you put it in to be printed or pull it back, it won't be cut off. I want to change the color and color fill this punch shape. This is a layer of paper that I'm going to eventually have. And I'm going to use here Sahara sand. Now my background, I've dropped the opacity, so now this is going to look like a different color, and I'm going to leave this at 100%. To add a torn edge up here, to add interest, to make it some dimension, all I'm going to do is add a stamp, and I'm going to browse until I find the torn edge set. There we are. Torn edges. There we go. Open. And then I want hand torn down here. Let's put that in there. I want the torn edge to be facing the other direction, so I'm going to flip it over on the side over here. Let's push it up a little bit just so it's on the edge of that paper. And now I need to change the color, and it's going to be amazing what it does. And match that with our color block. And once you do that, it's seamless and you have that look of torn paper. So right away, I am going to select that and the block, and let's arrange, and must have missed one. It's harder to tell. My handles go off the edge here. The other one, and group. And this way now this is like one piece of paper. Control Shift and down arrow key until it is behind everything that I want it to be behind. There we go. So that now I have this little layered piece, and while it's still selected, I'm using my arrow key to adjust its position. I'm just nudging it. If you want to move it further, you can use I clicked on my little pointer here, cursor, and pulled it down. If you want to just move it slightly, you down arrow key it or nudge it down. And I'm almost where I want to be. There we go. So now I have this layer. It gives me some grounding to my page underneath, and it has a torn edge, so it has more of a handmade look. Okay, the next part is I need to finish my title. I started it there with the Sweet Details homecoming word. I'm going to show you how I did that by adding the word parade. And I went up to my stamps, and I'm going to put in alphabet, and this way it will pull up all of my alphabet choices. And I looked through these, and I decided I was going to use the Sweet Details. So the first thing I'm going to do is take all of my letters. Okay, I need 2 A's, and I'm going to double click, gives me my 2 A's. I need a D, an E, and a P, and an R. Okay, I'm going to close that. Now you see they came all in the center, so they're just kind of stacked here. So I'm going to start pulling them apart so I can see which letter is which. Oh, let's put my P at the beginning. And there I have an E. We'll throw that at the end. I think that's an A. Oh, no, it's the D. And P-A, I'm going to move it over just a little bit. P-A. And I'm just rearranging these so they're in the right order. Okay, I have all my letters, so now I'm going to select them all, and what I'm doing is I'm clicking on them as I have Control pressed down, and there, I have all my letters selected. I know that, oh, first I'm going to group that. I know that they're all selected because the handle showed up. Okay, now I'm going to go into the corner and I'm going to drop my letter sizes. And what's nice about doing it this way is all of the letters are dropped at the same time, and so they'll be the same size. It's very difficult sometimes for me to get them all to be the same when I have done them individually. Sometimes it's just hard to judge the sizes. So now I can ungroup them again. There we go. And they're still all selected, so I'm going to change the color. Went over to change color. Let's make them Daffodil Delight. Okay. And then we will also, I'm going to add a little bit of drop shadow. And because they're all selected, it will do the same thing to all of them. Okay, we are increasing the opacity, dropping the blur a little bit. I want them to stand out a bit more. Say OK. There, and look at the difference of what it does to those. And now let's arrange them by bottom and horizontally space them and then regroup them. And now I can just work with them all as a group. And then my last step here is I want to pull this text that I typed in to the top. So we'll pull that up. And actually the shortcut way to do that is go up here to Align, bring to front. There we go. And then I can nudge it with my arrow keys. There. So that's how you add a torn edge here on this block to give some detail and interest, and how you can work with your letters to make them the same size. If you have any questions about what I did today, please email me at chris@mystamplady.com. And thanks for watching.